Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you can all hear me. My name is Annie Turner, and I'm the editor of Mobile Europe and European Communications. And I am delighted to invite you to this virtual event, 5G Performing at the Edge. And I think the performing is the bit that makes this conference unique. There are lots of talks and events around the edge, but a specific focus on performance, I think, is something new. And as we know, 5G and the edge are maybe two of the hottest topics now in telecoms, but we aren't just talking about telecommunications here. We are talking about a whole ecosystem that needs to exist to make the most of this opportunity for many, many sectors. Edge and 5G open many opportunities across unthought of horizons. Polaris Research predicts that the 5G market will grow at a compound annual rate of 57.2% over the next 7 years to reach 31.4 billion, that's dollars, by 2027. And you can bet your boots a huge amount of that is going to be at the edge. So the edge will enable us to do things better and faster than before, such as automation in factories and ports and all sorts of other campuses, and a range of smart city applications. 5G and the edge promise low latency, greater reliability, and higher bandwidth. These characteristics can be boosted further with the additions of analytics, artificial intelligence, and automation, among other things. And of course, how they are used depends on the application, that is the desired outcome. And I think it's worth reflecting that the desired outcome should be the focus here, always, rather than the technology, and hence are looking at performance in this conference. So we are in a situation where ecosystems are involved and lots of non-linear partnerships to deliver services, which is new territory for most of the parties that will be involved. And one party could play very different roles in different ecosystems that have different business models. Also, as we all know, theory is one thing and execution quite another. And there are many unknowns about 5G at the edge. And they include the definition of what the edge is and where it is. And your thoughts about that might depend on what you're trying to achieve, and where you're standing, of course. One of the possible complications is around scale, because how do you leverage the benefits of scale, and especially the economies of scale, if each deployment has its own specific requirements and parameters? And cost is maybe the greatest unknown of all, although there is huge scope for savings. I heard recently about a large US manufacturer that's looking to deploy IoT and reckoned it would cost $1 million a month to send all the data back to a central point. Clearly, that's simply not a viable way to run a business. So we hope you enjoy the conference, and if you look, I'm sure you have all looked through the agenda, you can see it's wide-ranging and it's going to explore many aspects of 5G and performing at the edge. I would like to thank our sponsor, Accedian, for making this possible. So welcome, everybody. Buckle up, it's going to be an exciting ride.